life. The king, of course, about to hit him with the swish. Ain't nobody crying, but they wish. Easy elevation, and it's just like meditating. You the champ, and they know this a celebration. I can see the finish line, standing, know they waiting. Knocking out the doubts and call it dream chasing.
We can ball for it all, there's no limit in this game. You go hard till you fall or you finish. I'm taking all my shots. If they need assistance, then I pass that rock. Don't need switching hands. We can ball for it all, there's no limit in this game. You go hard till you fall or you finish. I'm taking all my shots. If they need assistance, then I pass that rock. Don't need switching hands, switching hands.
Top shot at tunnel vision when I see your eye. This is Block City, baby. Tell me who they wanna stop. Take him to the rack. Shot smoking like the block is hot. All they get is wiggles on me. I'ma take it to the top. Watch me make it rain on them. Gotta go insane on them. They gon' get these dimes now, but you won't see the chain on them. Claim it and I stay on them. Ain't no candy paint on them. Hooping like Picasso, baby. You gon' see the frame on them. Forever live and I'm going out as legendary. Hoopers, the halo.
Cutting right through the heart of the city, the Chicago River and the Windy City are setting today. Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. And here at the table, two NBA greats, Grant Hill and Chris Webber. And a look now at the Detroit Pistons' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Philadelphia 76ers.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
A look at the starting group for the Pistons. They and Grant make up the forward pair. Cunningham is out there with Jackson, and it's Stewart in at the center position. And for Chicago, we've got Carmelo Anthony. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Markieff Morris. Then there's Kobe Bryant, and some new faces and new places this year, Grant. How long do you think it takes for a new player to fit in?
Well, you know, some players never fit in, but depending upon the style, it varies from player to player.
Now here's Bay. Jackson, the pass to Stewart. Fires the three. Jackson can't get it to go. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Here's Bryant. And Bay pulls it down. Pass to Graham. There's a whistle. That goes on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul.
Foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
Now here's Stewart. Bay outside. They get it back. Here's Grant. And they converted last on attempt number 3.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Oh, man, these fans are pumped. I expect them to be loud tonight. It should be a great game.
Bryant against Jackson. Bryant with the bucket.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter.
He signed a huge free agent deal with Detroit in 2020 in the offseason. I mean, Jeremy Grant, he took on a new role with the Pistons. He's become their go-to guy. It's a big-time adjustment. But Grant has proven that he can shoulder the load offensively.
And it's the Bulls with the ball, following the score by Detroit. And that one drops.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Here's Cunningham. His last outing, he had 18 points. Pass to Bay. Here's Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. And out of bounds will be Chicago ball. And Jeremy Grant signing a 3-year, $60 million deal. See, Webb, he's embraced his new role.
Well, B.A., I mean, Coach Dwayne Casey's supporting him. I mean, saying he believes Grant is a star player in this league helps a lot. All of Grant's numbers have exploded. I mean, to me, it proves that it could change a role.
Carmelo Anthony just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And it's Cunningham missing. The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 to get things going. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Soft touch off the glass.
They've come out with guns a-blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D reeling.
Chicago foul. Allen Iverson. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Cunningham. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Pass to Cunningham. Back to Jackson. Fires from deep. Sends it home from three-point land.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Yeah, it's all about establishing a rhythm. I mean, you start to see it fall, you begin to believe.
The Pistons have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Can't get the go-ahead bucket.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Pass to Bay. Grant outside.
2 minutes
and he
remaining
makes
in
the layup.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Chicago leading. To the middle. And the power finish by Vucevic.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Here's Cunningham. Pass to Grant. Bay outside. This one for 3. No good. And it's Chicago the other way. Their last encounter was in Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
Well, that's just something to keep an eye on. I mean, when their reserves are operating at a high level, so tough to beat.
Here's Cunningham. Pass to Bay. Here's Cunningham, covered by Vucevic. And out of bounds will be Chicago ball. The Pistons making a switch here. Olenek checked in. 1:02 left in the first quarter of the game. Rose right side. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Look at the muscles of Rose right there. I mean, that's just an outstanding job, accepting the physicality and pummeling his way through it.
The Pistons have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Jackson outside. Stewart against Vucevic. Here's Cunningham, and it's cleared by Vucevic.
He's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
It's DeRozan with a drive. Rose with the bucket.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Here's Cunningham. Shot and game clock separated by 5. He takes it in. Gets himself open and drills it. Cunningham's got 6.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Here's Bryant. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Here's Cunningham, guarded by Rose. Pass to Stewart. Takes the 3. That shot off. And so it's the Chicago Bulls earning this break in the action, up 10. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They've been effectively aggressive here in the first half, driving to the hoop with authority and getting a lot of their points right at the rim.
The other thing that's been effective so far tonight is their fast break. A lot of points coming on the run.
Here are the five Detroit has to start the second. Inside, Grant and Olynyk. Corey Joseph out there with Cunningham. And it's Diallo in at the three. Now here's Jordan. Not a lot of room. The Pistons clear it. Grant with it. Picked up by DeRozan. Here's Cunningham. The quick look, no good that time.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
Jordan inside. Offensive rebound. DeRozan up top. Shot clock at 6. Another shot with the drive. And it's good on the lay-in. DeRozan's gotten his first basket of the night.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And the Pistons with possession here. A 12-point game. Next up, they'll face the Hawks in Atlanta. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. And here's the fast break. Lets it go from 14. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Anthony's got 6 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Here's Grant. After the basket by Chicago. Good work there as it goes. Give him 8 points now.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Now here's Rose. Guarded closely. Jordan, the pass to DeRozan. Oh, from deep. The shot no good. And Detroit will go the other way with it.
You look back at the 2014 NBA draft, some of the best players of that class were second-round picks, including Jeremy Grant. Becoming a premier two-way wing, Grant was a steal going 39th overall to Philly.
Ooh. And here are the Bulls now. The Pistons getting their last shot to go. And it's Rose penetrating, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Well, that's the burst that fans love to see from Rose. He's got a knack for blowing by defenders.
The Pistons have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. In addition to Jeremy Grant, there were a bunch of great selections in that 2014 second round.
Tell me about it. I mean, how about all-star Nikola Jokic? Probably the best player in the draft was a second rounder. Throw in Joe Harris, Spencer Dinwiddie, Jordan Clarkson, Dwight Powell, amongst the others. I mean, just showing that you can find talent late in drafts.
Jordan with the bucket.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Here's Joseph following the bucket by the Bulls. And he drives in and denied. He sends it right off the glass. DeRozan finds Anthony. Rose outside. DeRozan left side to the paint. Here's Anthony. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal
Well, C-Webb, congratulations are in order for being elected into the 2021 Basketball Hall of Fame class. Man, it's been a long time coming. Congrats.
Oh, man, thank you. I'm so incredibly thankful to everyone who supported me over the years. Shout out to Sacramento Kings. You know, I'm just honored to be recognized among the greatest to ever do it.
Galloway's checked in for Joseph. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, there's an annual survey of NBA executives. Going into last season, the Pistons were selected for worst offseason. But with the promise of their young players, guys, some optimism that the rebuild in the Motor City is off to a strong start.
Physical, defensive-minded, Allie. That's Detroit basketball, isn't it? Here's Cunningham. He's got 10. And there's the foul. It'll go on Derrick Rose.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul of the game. Here's Galloway, covered by Jordan. Clock at 6. Galloway drives in, uses the glass on the layup.
Well, it's great to see Galloway being aggressive. When he's driving like this, it's a huge bonus.
There's a minute 54 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Anthony. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Anthony's got 6 in the quarter.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first half. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Galloway. And here's Diallo. Five to shoot. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Jordan goes in. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Drills it from deep.
I like the confidence from the guard. Galloway, he shows no fear in shooting off the pass.
Here's Jordan. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first.
It goes on Jeremy Grant.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Bay, he's checked in for the Pistons. And both free throws good for Jordan. 55 seconds left to play in the half. Pass to Cunningham. And here's Grant. The baseline J is off the mark.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good, or maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Just an intelligent play by DeRozan. Takes full advantage of the open gap in the defense.
Here's Cunningham. He's got 10. Now here's Grant from behind the arc. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
Here's Anthony. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Here's Cunningham. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his second
good whistle
foul.
First one falls for
Second
him.
team foul. At the line for the Pistons, Cade Cunningham. Taking 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Here's Iverson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Cade Cunningham.
And he just powered through contact, trying to complete the play.
And he drops the first. The Bulls making a switch
for
here.
Chicago, Allen Iverson.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 11 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And here's Cunningham outside. Detroit, no good that time either. A big-time effort for Carmelo Anthony, providing a lot of energy for Chicago. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back after this word.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Bernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. A stellar first half for Carmelo Anthony. He had 14 points and 3 rebounds. Kenny, your thoughts on how the Bulls are playing?
Man, this was a brawl inside. Shaq, I know you like this. Man, guys were sacrificing their bodies, making plays through contact, just wearing the hard hat. That's how this game's gotten out of hand.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Detroit?
I know teams love to rely on the 3 these days, but you got to know when to get away from it. They didn't, at least throughout the first half. Hopefully they're making the adjustments, but sometimes teams just get stubborn.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side. My brother.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Boy, you got to like what Carmelo Anthony has done in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And so here is Chicago. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. Carmelo Anthony out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then there's Kobe Bryant, and it's Jordan in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Well, the Pistons shooting a nice 50% for the game. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball. Grant brings a double. Offensive board. Vucevic, the pass to Anthony. Shoots over Grant, and Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Vucevic. Anthony's got 16.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
There's a whistle. That goes on Carmelo Anthony. That's his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
Chicago on D. They lead by 17. And here's Cunningham outside. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
One thing you gotta love about Nikola Vucevic is that on offense he does it all. For a big, he's got a terrific 3-point shot, and of course he regularly posts big point totals.
Detroit with a rebound.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
For Chicago, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Well, there's no denying that Vucevic's offensive output really makes him a great example of a modern big.
Yeah, his abilities at long range definitely help stretch the floor. But he can also be an old-school menace down low, gobbling up rebounds and owning the paint.
And here's Detroit, trailing by 17. That's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Detroit ball.
And a moment to check out the 2K leaderboard. Here were the best rebounders last season. 5th best, Nikola Vucevic.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
Here's Cunningham. 12 points for him. Shoots from 14. Rebound by the Bulls. Anthony's got 4 rebounds now.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Bryant left side. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Bryant's gone 80% from the field. 4 of 5 shooting. Here's Cunningham. Here's Stewart. And a nice finish on the layup. Stewart's got his first 2 points.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
It's scooped up. Kicks it out to Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Stewart. Here's Cunningham. He shoots it. And Bryant pulls it down.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they got to show some more aggression.
Fires from 14. And Cunningham pulls it down. The Pistons have gone 2 of 5 in this 3rd quarter. Here's Jackson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Jackson's got 5 points.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Here's Bryant. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Stewart. For Detroit, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Jeremy Grant, the 39th pick back in 2014, has become a leader for the Pistons. He said, "I'm enjoying it. I want to be a lot better, and I want to keep growing. I don't want to be stagnant. I just want to embrace the role and help the team get better from here."
Well, he's got all the tools to be a complete player, Allie. No question. This Pistons squad's struggling. Bay outside. Jackson, the pass to Bay. And there's the lob, and the dunk by Jackson.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Here's Bryant. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
It's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Jackson outside. Pass to Stewart. Here's Cunningham. Cashes in the 12-footer. 14 points for him.
The defense kind of opened up for him, and he took full advantage.
Lets a floater go. Blocked. Bay against Vucevic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Chicago.
I love how they've attacked the basket in this game. They've taken a very aggressive approach.
And another thing, they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really love their aggressiveness.
Levine, he's checked in for Chicago. And so Bay nails both of them. So it's Chicago now. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Here's Anthony. Pass to Iverson. Now Levine. He's covered by Bay. Just 5 on the clock. Anthony. And that one hits the back iron. The Pistons have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. And here's Stewart. 43 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Detroit, no good that time either. Well, Chicago's shooting at around 60% on this one. Very efficient. Here's Levine for 3. The rebound by Stewart. Stewart's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Out to Anthony. To the inside. And stolen by Stewart. Diallo against Bryant. Shoots from 12. Here's Stewart. And he battles for the ball. Gets the second chance bucket.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
And so it's Chicago in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for Detroit. We've got Isaiah Stewart, Amadou Diallo out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Corey Joseph, and it's Galloway in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Diallo. And it's good for 2. And Chicago has possession. 11-point game. DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
I love how he takes good angles on drives to the rim. DeRozan has a nice fluidity to his game.
Detroit shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one. Here's Joseph, guarded by Rose. That one goes. Count it. Joseph has got his first 2 points of the night. Chicago with the ball. Now Rose. Outside Levine. Back to Rose. And rejected. They retain possession. Anthony finds Rose. Tries again. And he lays it up and in.
Capable of scoring from anywhere on the court. Rose loves mixing it up inside and capitalizing.
Here's Joseph, guarded by Rose. On the wing, Galloway. Drops in the three.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Now here's Rose. DeRozan outside. Here's Anthony. It's tipped.
Oh, and he's the rare player with a shorter arm span than his height. I mean, Olynyk is still going to get his share of blocks.
For Chicago, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Here's Anthony. Ooh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
You look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Joseph, guarded by Rose. Pass to Olynyk. Blocked. Now here's Rose. Here's DeRozan. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first.
And defying the analytics trend, DeRozan's favorite shot still remains the mid-range jumper.
I mean, they've tried to stretch him out with uneven results. Maybe better to surround him with three-point shooters. Create space in the medium range area to maximize his effectiveness.
That's good from DeRozan.
You know, DeRozan has been lucky. He gained so much valuable experience in his career, playing on diverse all-star and Olympic teams.
Morris, he's checked in for Anthony. Jackson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Cunningham comes in for Joseph. Here's Cunningham. Softly drops in the floater.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
DeRozan into the lane. And the dunk by DeRozan.
And when he's got momentum on his way to the basket, DeRozan is going to finish hard. No reason to take any chances there.
For Detroit, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Here's Cunningham. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Vucevic. Kicks it to DeRozan. Hey, expanding his range. And that comes off the assist by Morris. DeRozan's got 9 points now in the second half. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Stewart. And here's Jackson, guarded by Rose. Jackson can't get it to go.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
DeRozan outside. Tries a 10-footer. Levine with it. Back to DeRozan. And Chicago again with a bucket.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
Listen, we talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
They get it back. And that one's good. Cunningham.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the
2
glass.
minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
On the wing, DeRozan. Fires from the wing. Rebound Detroit. Stewart's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And here's Cunningham outside. He can't get it to go. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's Rose. And he goes in for the dunk.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
The ball's knocked loose. A minute 31 left in the game. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Pistons with possession here. Detroit has gotten 1 of 3 to fall from downtown here in the fourth.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Bulls.
Man, the bench brought lots of energy tonight.
I'll tell you, when your reserves can score it like that, it puts your team in a great position to win.
And they'll chalk this up as their third win of the year.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're going to battle hard.
And the Pistons call time here. They're behind by 18. There's a minute 12 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, he really got after it tonight. I mean, they asked him to provide a big chunk of the offense, and wow, he responded. The defense had no idea how to contain him.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. Here's Hayes. Launches it, and they recover it. Here's Lyles. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake. Lyles has gotten his first bucket of the night.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore. Tough.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
That's the dagger. You can tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Detroit has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Over to the left wing. Corner shot. And that one's long. "36 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Bulls lead by 20.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
And DeRozan, here we go. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Pass to Galloway. Here's Lyles. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Chris Webber, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. So long, everybody.
Away. She want me now, but I'm making her wait. I'm at the table, 1,000 a plate. How you gonna tell me this isn't a date? I'm down the street from the Denzel estate, right around the corner from Babyface. Now my dog Babyface, where I mean no Babyface. I don't give about playing it safe. Surveillance the way that they running my tape. Y'all in the craze like the OB2K. Chaos whenever I touch down, no breaks. Me and HB is an instant slapper, instant plaque, a system crash. I pitched it black and wrist and max, and anything less I can't live with that. Hunger for more and I still got the craving. What you know about when the walls get to caving? What you know about staying silent and patient and working out kinks before kinks work their way in? Don't even believe what you say when you say it. More focus on making it than making statements. Everybody around me elevated. Yeah, I'm guessing the vibe is contagious. Let's go. Staring at fate. I'm in the lead and I'm breaking away. If you're not working, you taking up space. I'm at the table, 1,000 a plate. How you gonna tell me this isn't a date? I'm down the street from the Denzel estate, right around the corner from Babyface. Now my dog Babyface, where I mean. Hold up. Take the where I wanna go. Make you 1,000,000 and make you 100 more. They praying I stop, cause that's what they need the most. For real. Big Cuban link round my neck, go see 3PO. I fell asleep at the top while they sleeping on me.
They may be on the road, but the Bulls still know how to dress to impress. A look here as they come off the bus earlier today. terrific shot of Nathan Phillips Square here in downtown Toronto. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Chicago Bulls as they go up against the Toronto Raptors at Scotiabank Arena. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Indiana Pacers. Then on Friday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic.
And for that game against the Indiana, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, 2 years after their first title, the Raptors last season missed the playoffs for the first time in 8 years. Fred VanVleet said people are overlooking us again, which is not a bad place to be in. Kevin, this front office finds diamonds in the rough, so it's only a matter of time before they're back in the mix.
I agree, David. They are a quality organization. They always find a way. Thank you. Early on here, Greg, we already see some second-year players looking much improved over their rookie seasons.
Yeah, and if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. You're comfortable now with the speed and physicality of the game, and I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. They've got Michael Jordan, Anthony out there with Vucevic, then there's Derrick Rose, and it's Bryant in at the 3 spot. And for Toronto, VanVleet and Anunoby are your wingmen. Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. And it's Dragic in at the point. And so off the tip, it's Toronto. VanVleet against Jordan. VanVleet kicks to Anunoby. Shot clock at 5. To the left side lane. Siakam finds VanVleet. No good from Dragic. So the Bulls, their last game, a win against Detroit. Jordan the pass to Rose. Outside Jordan. Fader on the way. It's rebounded by Anunoby. And just about a minute into the first quarter. And that one's good, Barnes.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Here's Rose, and finished off by Rose.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Well, as soon as you recognize a size mismatch, you have to attack.
And what you get with Barnes, Greg, tremendous versatility.
And he gets others involved, Kevin. Plays great defense, has an excellent feel for the games. He doesn't have to score to impact winning, but if you need points from him, the young fella can provide that as well.
Boy, just 1 for 4, a little brisky right now.
The Bulls have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Outside Anthony. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Back to Bryant. Outside for Jordan. Bulls moving the ball around. Takes a 3. Barnes grabs the miss.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Shots good by Siakam.
Excellent anticipation of a teammate's defensive ability. Siakam gets out in transition. Nice.
And Jordan slams it home.
Oh, my goodness. The creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Van Vliet kicks to Barnes. Ball's knocked loose, taken away by Anthony. Trying to find Vucevic, gets it to him. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, Carmelo Anthony is capable, when he wants to, of spotting that open man. Pretty pass.
It's stolen by Rose. Now here's Rose, the fast break opportunity. And Kobe throws it down hard.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Passes it to Barnes. There's the dish to Dragic. Going inside, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
On the drive, Dragic's footwork really shines. His ability to make quick moves around the defense gets him to the rim.
Rose gets the bucket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And it's Dragic with the ball for the Raptors. They trail by 1. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And they swept the season series against them last year. They really did have the upper hand.
Now here's Van Vliet. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. And Dragic gets it to go on the assist from Van Vliet.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
The drive by Jordan.
2 minutes left.
It's stolen by Dragic.
2 minutes.
And they're running. Anunoby with it. Picked up by Bryant. Anunoby, no good. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Bryant against Van Vliet. Left side, Kobe. Clock at 6. Michael Jordan on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Bryant's shot is off. Raptors with the lead. Anunoby in the corner. Outside Dragic. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Fred's checked in for OG Anunoby.
Second team foul.
1:15 left in the first quarter. Pass to Van Vliet. Now Dragic. Great D that time from Vucevic.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Here's Anthony. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Here's Siakam after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Van Vliet with it. He's picked up by Jordan. And Doris, though he's getting the press for his scoring, and he's been prolific, Van Vliet's defense is equally as impressive.
My goodness, great instincts. Rarely fooled. You can't trick him. Quick feet, strength in the post. You see guys try to take advantage of his lack of size. He won't have it.
Chris Boucher's checked in for Goran Dragic. And so Van Vliet nails both of them. And along with production, this team really thrives on Van Vliet's leadership.
He sets a great example with his toughness, his dedication, and his teammates believe in him and believe they're going to win, partly because of him.
Count that bucket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Now here's Van Vliet. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his side.
Van Vliet against Rose. Outside for Kobe. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Oh, Oh, the slashing Slovenian, Goran Dragic.
Try to get inside the frame and collect.
Greg, you love that unselfish style, don't you?
Yeah, he can definitely score, but you combine that with his passing, and even more for the defense to worry about.
Chris Boucher.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, though.
Well, they've established their presence in the paint tonight also, and a lot of their scoring coming from down low so far.
Taking a look at the Bulls, Anthony is out there with Vucevic, and it's Rose, and there's Bryant, and it's Jordan in at the 2. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam was the most improved player in 2019. He says, I love that I cannot be able to do something, but if I put in a lot of hours doing it, I can become good at it. The former 27th pick overall said, not to sound arrogant, but I saw this coming. Guys, he bet on himself.
He did. He was smart. He certainly put in the work. DA, thank you. Here's Anthony. Toronto grabs the miss. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, torrid shooting in that one. Some of it was good play calling. Some of it was just making tough shots.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Ken Burch is checked in for Siakam. Watanabe's in for Barnes. Watanabe, no good. Chicago leading by 4. Ball feeling it out a bit. This is to DeRozan. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Shot clock at 6. He tries for 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Now, here's Trent. He's covered by Ball. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And, Greg, you made your money on the defensive end. What was the toughest kind of player to defend? A one-on-one guy or a constant movement type of player?
I've always will say that it's harder to guard movement. You know, as a defender, you drill a lot about guarding the basketball. But when a guy is great without it, man, that is the hardest job you can have defensively.
Bulls making a switch here. Rose is checked in. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I tell you, one of these guys just specializes in drawing contact from the defender. Derrick Rose always attacking.
Anthony's checked in for Markkanen. Raptors trail by 3. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's DeRozan. Toronto grabs the miss. Here's Watanabe. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. DeRozan brings the double team. Here's Birch. Good. Nice job down low. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
Yeah, it looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Well, these are the moments that can be gut-wrenching for him and his team, right? Anytime you see an injury like this, certainly a heart goes out to him and to his family.
Zach LaVine's checked in for Chicago. Now here's DeRozan. He's covered closely, and here's Iverson outside. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that's a case where DeMar DeRozan's teammates benefiting from him being a willing distributor. This is a very team-first guy.
Toronto trailing. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Van Vliet against Levine. Trent gets the bucket. Trent's got 5.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Anthony, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. 6 to shoot. Up top, DeRozan, covered by Birch. That savvy little up fake there, fooling the D. DeRozan's got his first bucket in this one. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Van Vliet, up and in, off to an efficient start, 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, if you think about Fred Van Vliet's handle and his ability to operate at different speeds, you understand how effective he can be on the drive.
Bradley can't get it to go. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. They trail by 1. Trent finds Van Vliet. A miss that time would have put him up.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Now Iverson. His last outing, he had 8 points. DeRozan trying to get open, and he makes good on the way. Iverson's got 5 points in the quarter.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Here's Trent after the made shot from Allen Iverson, and he comes up with the deuce.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Iverson outside. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And it's DeRozan missing.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
And it's Tony Bradley with the foul. That's his first foul. Anunoby, he's checked in for Toronto. And Chicago also making a switch. Ryan, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. Anunoby with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The baseline J. Trent can't hit.
Boy, a miss like that would drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And here's Kobe for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Bryant's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bulls.
He's starting to heat up now. He's been much more efficient with the shot in this quarter than in the first.
Here's Van Vliet. Van Vliet on the wing. And the pass to Trent. Toronto working the ball around now. It's stolen by Anthony. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the dunk by Iverson.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Van Vliet against Iverson. Birch the pass to Van Vliet. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Van Vliet's got 8 points.
Well, because of his high basketball IQ, Fred Van Vliet understands catch and shoot. I'm shot ready. Jumper in.
That is ferocious. You said it. That was ferocious. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. So both teams changing it up here.
1 shot.
That free throw good from Anthony.
You know, that's an interesting point about Carmelo, one of the most prolific free throw shooters in the history of the game. Spends a lot of time at the stripe.
And that concludes the first half. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They stayed within arm's reach in that opening period. 5 points. And that'll do it for us.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Kobe Bryant really making a difference here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And throughout his career, Dragic has been a leader. It's a natural fit for him.
Duncan Robinson called him the ultimate leader. Dragic, leader of his national team for a decade now. Guy just embraces the responsibility of it all.
Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. Van Vliet and Anunoby are your wingmen. And it's Dragic in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Van Vliet, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Oh, tricky play by Van Vliet to beat the close coverage, slipping past there for the finish.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
They get a hand on it, and it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Iverson against Dragic. Van Vliet outside. Just 5 to shoot. Anunoby finds Van Vliet. There's the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Kobe for 3. Rebound by the Raptors.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
And a wide open look for Siakam. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Siakam's got his 2nd basket of the night. Ryan in the post, covered by Van Vliet. Iverson, no luck.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Loads it up there for Siakam. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Now there's elite athleticism by Pascal Siakam. Makes that easy work.
It's Jordan on the wing. He's guarded by Anunoby. Jordan against Anunoby. Free throw line jump shot will not go. This is off the front iron. And it's time for an injury report. We get a chance now to check on Derrick Rose's status. David.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with Chicago's head athletic trainer. He told me it's a sprained elbow. They put some ice on it, and they're hoping that he doesn't have any inflammation. And from what we have gathered, this injury will definitely keep him out of this game, and maybe for a long time, too. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
And our hearts go out to him. The guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
And Iverson constantly driving to the basket, using that speed and athleticism to kind of wheel his way to the rim.
Iverson against Dragic. And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his 2nd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Siakam for 3. Good on the triple. Siakam's got 9.
If you're going to be a power forward in the league today, you've got to be able to stretch the floor. Pascal Siakam with range.
Here's Iverson. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Chicago foul.
And while we've got this moment here now, let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
what's remarkable here is Fred VanVleet has evolved into such an excellent floor general. This guy has done a tremendous job becoming a legitimate threat as a shooter, a legitimate threat as a passer, and we know unequivocally he is unafraid on the game's biggest stage.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Chicago.
Hey guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's VanVleet, and DeRozan sends it back.
Well, DeMar DeRozan, really strong effort on the defensive end, pays off by sending that opportunity back.
Raptors trail by 4. And Dragic has it in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta. 7 points in the game.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Iverson with the ball. Now guarded by Siakam. Iverson gets to DeRozan. And it's in there. DeRozan's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Barnes dishes to Dragic. He takes it in. Vucevic with the block.
Boy, when Vucevic is in that area, he's capable of sending it back. Yeah, he shot the ball well enough to keep his team even. Let's see if together they can elevate past that.
And Nikola Vucevic just quietly dominates. Capable of racking up a double-double on any night.
Yeah, it still feels like Vooch is a bit underrated. This guy can flat out play on both ends. Capable scorer, improved defensively. You love what he brings to the table.
Now here's DeRozan. After the miss from Goran Dragic, kicks it out to Iverson. A second chance effort. And that's good off the glass that time. Iverson's got 11 points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Dragic with the drive. No good. So the Bulls will take it the other way.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
The three from Iverson. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Well, after hitting one triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
And the Raptors miss again. Chicago leading.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
So they take the lead. VanVleet's got 10 points here in the second half.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. It's the Bulls leading by just 1. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Come on, fans. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So with Jordan on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. DeRozan out there with Anthony, and it's Vucevic. Then there's Kobe. And it's Iverson in at the 1. And the shot's good for Boucher.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Here's Bryant. Almost, but it rolls out. Toronto's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Poked away. Inside. Trent gets the bucket.
Well, the increased playmaking ability of Pascal Siakam on display. Pretty pass.
Iverson against Dragic. Iverson outside. Right side, DeRozan. looking to end his cold spell, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. And Toronto making a change. Watanabe is checked in, and the Bulls making a change here as well. Jordan's checked in.
And right there, you see how quickly MJ gets into the air. Yet another one of his natural gifts.
Raptors with the lead. And here's Trent to the paint. Here's Watanabe. And DeRozan sends it back. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And the basket is good. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Yeah, and one more stat that jumps out is their steal total. They have wreaked havoc on the defensive end.
Charity stripe shot, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And he's not picky about where his points come from. If Dragic needs to rely on the mid-range, he is more than capable.
And the dunk by Jordan. The guys here in the fourth quarter. Still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
So it's Toronto now. Up top, Dragic. Iverson covering. Trent passes to Siakam. Shoots over Vucevic. Siakam misses. Bulls have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And here are the Bulls now. They lead by 1. And they double up Jordan. DeRozan in the corner. Three-pointer on the way. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Toronto's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Now, here's Trent. Pass to Siakam. To the middle. Here's Boucher. And he banks in the layup. Boucher's got 4 this quarter.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Iverson kicks to Vucevic. DeRozan passes to Carmelo. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Raptors moving the ball around. No one covering. Now it's a 4-point Raptor lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
And the Raptors call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Present our New Balance Player of the Game, Derrick Rose.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had it opening, he's taken it.
OG Anunoby's checked in for the Raptors. Red Van Vliet comes in for Gary Trent. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the last time out, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin,
Thank you, David.
You could see that Mello knew how important it was to get the score there, and he just imposed his will on everyone else.
Dragic with it. Now Anthony defending. No one near Boucher as he lets it go. That's him coming off an assist from Dragic. And the Raptors lead by 4. Jordan inside. Siakam's there. The kick out to Bryant. Right side, Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, putting the team on his back as he often does. The tighter the game gets, to more Jordan wants the ball.
Passes it to Anunoby. Vucevic against Siakam. Gets the pass to Anunoby. Van Vliet looking around. Lets it go from deep. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Bryant and the dunk by Kobe.
And Kobe lives for these situations. You know how much he likes the spotlight, and boy, does he deliver time and time again.
Siakam outside. Pass to Boucher. Van Vliet against Kobe. To the inside. It's good!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Here's Jordan. It counts. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Boy, I'll tell you, there's an art to doing this. What's amazing is how often Jordan hits the clutch shot.
What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Siakam's shot is off. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Jordan inside, covered by Siakam. It falls!
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
Toronto calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Barnes is checked in for Chris Boucher. Ball's checked in for Chicago. Vucevic against Siakam. Here he goes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting for the Josie.
Well, great job to put it on the deck and draw the contact. You can see the versatility of Pascal Siakam's game.
He's perfect from the line this time.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
Here's Jordan. It falls!
A big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
Siakam for 3. The 3 won't fall. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, this team is playing well together. How are you encouraging and fostering that sense of all of you being together and playing well?
We're just making everybody comfortable, making each and everybody on the team comfortable. If it's jump shots, if it's attacking the basket, even if it's on the defensive end, we're just giving each other confidence every time we practice.
And it sure looks like it out there tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So